I'll kill Dominic Toretto. I'll kill them all.
You'd show them mercy. No, my son. Make Toretto suffer.
Dominic "Dom" Toretto, Vin Diesel, has built a peaceful life with his wife Letty Ortiz, Michelle Rodriguez, and their young son Brian "Little B" Marcos, Leo Abello Perry. But when the agency calls upon his crew for a high-stakes mission in Rome, that peace is shattered. Tasked with stealing a top-secret computer chip, Roman Pierce, Tyrese Gibson, leads the team. Tech genius Tej Parker, Chris "Ludacris" Bridges, Driftmaster Han Lu, Sung Kang, and elite hacker Ramsey, Natalie Emanuel, on a daring heist. Meanwhile, Dom and Letty stay behind, unaware that an old enemy is about to resurface. In the dead of night, a battered and desperate Cypher, Charlize Theron, arrives at Dom's doorstep. Once a ruthless cyber-terrorist and Dom's most dangerous adversary, she is now on the run. She reveals that Dante Reyes, Jason Momoa, the vengeful son of slain drug lord Hernan Reyes, is orchestrating a masterful takedown of Dom and his family. Dante, fueled by a decade of rage after watching Dom and his crew steal his father's fortune and destroy his life, has now turned Cypher's own people against her by holding their families hostage. And now, he's coming for Dom. As Dom processes Cypher's chilling warning, the mission in Rome goes horribly wrong. Instead of finding a simple computer chip, Tej and Ramsey crack open a truck only to discover a devastating DM-79 subnautical neutron mine. Before they can react, Dante hijacks the vehicle remotely, sending a massive bomb-like sphere careening through the historic streets of Rome. Chaos erupts as the ticking time bomb barrels toward disaster. Dom arrives just in time, using every ounce of his driving mastery to steer the explosive into the Tiber River, minimizing, but not preventing, the destruction. In the aftermath, Letty is arrested, and the agency, now led by the cold and ruthless Ames, Alan Richson, declares the entire team fugitives. Meanwhile, in Los Angeles, Dom's brother Jacob, John Cena, leaps into action when agents storm the Toretto home, targeting Little B. In a high-octane rescue, Jacob fights off the hit squad and whisks his nephew away, heading to a hidden safe house in Portugal where they plan to wait for Dom. Desperate to clear Dom's name, Mr. Nobody's daughter, Tess, Brie Larson, defies Ames's orders and uses the all-seeing God's Eye surveillance program to track Dom to Rio de Janeiro, where Dante awaits. In the shadow of the very bridge where Dom's crew once executed their legendary heist, Dante challenges him to a street race. But this isn't just about speed, it's a trap. With explosives planted in his competitors' cars, Dante forces Dom into an impossible choice: save his allies or win the race. In the end, Dante claims victory, and another one of Dom's friends falls. Meanwhile, Letty, imprisoned in a black site facility in Antarctica, is reunited with an unlikely ally, Cypher. Realizing they must work together to escape, the two former enemies forge a tense truce. And just when things seem bleak, a shocking figure from the past emerges. Giselle Yashar, Gal Gadot, long believed to be dead, arrives in a submarine to aid their escape. As the Toretto family scrambles to regroup, Dante tightens his grip. He tracks down Jacob and Little B in Portugal, launching a relentless assault. Despite Jacob's best efforts, Dante captures the boy, forcing Dom into the ultimate test of fatherhood. In a daring aerial stunt, Dom drops from a plane in his car to intercept Dante's convoy, unleashing a breathtaking chase through the Portuguese countryside. Jacob, in one last heroic act, sacrifices himself to take out Dante's mercenaries, giving Dom a chance to save Little B. But the nightmare is far from over. As Dom and his son race towards safety, they find themselves trapped on a massive dam, cornered by Dante. Then, in a shocking twist, Ames, who had appeared to join Dom's side, reveals his true allegiance to Dante before shooting down a plane carrying Roman, Tej, Han, and Ramsey. As the plane crashes out of sight, Dante triggers an explosion on the dam, sending a wall of water hurtling toward Dom and his son. Elsewhere, a long-absent force prepares to enter the battle. In a shadowy theater, Luke Hobbs, Dwayne Johnson, receives a message from Dante himself. The villain has a new target, Hobbs, the man who personally pulled the trigger on Hernan Reyes. But Hobbs, unshaken, simply crushes the phone in his fist, ready for the war to come. With family scattered, allies fallen, and enemies closing in, Dom faces his most dangerous fight yet. The Toretto legacy is under siege, and only the strongest will survive.